Welcome to the Upshot, Multi-World Disc Golf's podcast about the latest in the disc golf world. I'm the editor, Charlie Eisenhood. Joining me is Josh Mansfield. It is Tuesday, October 7th. We're 2 days away from the start of USDGC, last major of the year. And, we got all this playoff stuff, Pro Tour, blah, 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 Tour Championship, starting strokes. We can just set all that aside. That is all not relevant this weekend. This is just show up, who can win at a very unique course on tour at USDGC. Josh, I'm fired up.
Oh, me too. It's this tournament always feels like it delivers in terms of the drama, and while it is a course that has it's been played for a long time, it is. I love that you highlighted the uniqueness of it. I think that it challenges a skill set that no other course on tour does, and it's exciting to watch. It makes for great golf. It's easy to see, and the broadcast is always great. So, and especially, you just got a GOAT commentator in there this year, so that helps.
I get to see it all in 4K now, Josh.
Nice.
I'm newly wearing glasses. So
I wondered if you were like a contacts guy before.
Yeah, right. A lot of people have been saying that.
But the glasses are brand new.
Brand new.
How are they?
New. I'm still uncomfortable to wear them. Like I keep thinking I'm wearing sunglasses inside the house.
Sure.
And so that's like a little bit weird, but it's fine.
You do that though. So like
I do that. I am that guy that has sunglasses during the pod.
That's right.
All right. Yeah. We're going to get you all set up for USDGC, and we got some fun segments today. So let's go ahead and dive in. I think, Josh, it might be best to start with just some straight nuts and bolts. What's going on with this tournament?
Yeah.
What are the changes to the course? That's always a big question coming in. So I've been prepping for the show this week. I'll be on the air with Philo Brathwaite and Juliana Korver. Really looking forward to being back in the booth. It's been feels like 6 months since I was in the booth. So kind of a weird hiatus before jumping back in at the end of the year, but I'm super excited. And so here's what you need to know about the course changes. I'm just going to highlight the biggest stuff. There's a few places where maybe OB has been tightened up or little small things, but the biggest thing is the expansion of the amount of A and B pins. Okay,
Love it.
So 17 has had A and B pins for really as long as I can remember.
No, they've had it before. We've been like, "Hey, please get more A and B." Yeah. Like they're the OG. Like this is how it should be done.
And USDGC kind of likes the subtle pin location change. 17, the pin, the last few years at least, has always been on the left-hand side near the OB hay bale line.
Yep.
But they move it like 5 yards tighter to the left side of OB in its B position. And so it kind of takes it from being like a makeable birdie putt for a lot of players who are playing to the fat side of the green to being like a really scary, difficult birdie unless you want to really test that left side OB.
Well, and it's you're right. Because it's closer to the water. So not only is it closer to the hay bales and kind of tightens out, but it's closer to the water as well.
Yes.
And you'll remember, like, I believe it was Calvin's putt on the B position that infamously hit the cage and rolled into the water. And that's not something that you have to be concerned about in the A position.
I still think you have to be concerned about it, but not as much.
Okay.
There's a little more space. The thing is, it's just the point that I want to make is that the move of the pin is fairly subtle, but it definitely changes the difficulty level of the hole and the pressure of making the putt.
Yes.
With OB behind. So that's kind of the same theme you're going to see for the most part. The most obvious pin location change that people will notice is on hole 3. Remember, the hole 3 is the one where you tee off from up on the top of the hill, you shoot way down into the fairway, and then you have to hit through the double mando, and the traditional pin location, which still exists, is kind of around the corner to the right, and we'll put the the whole map's up on the YouTube version. Kind of tucked into the grove of trees.
Yes.
Now those trees have thinned out significantly, so they've added like hay bales to kind of stop you from being as easily able to kind of punch through with a little roller or something like that.
Okay.
Theoretically, you'll have a putt from back there. You'd have to putt kind of high because the hay bales are stacked up. They're like roll cylinders stacked high.
Yeah.
But if you're comfortable putting from like a high angle arm slot, then you might have a putt from like 40 feet back there. The other pin location is on the other side of the double Mando, up the hill a little bit underneath the tree on the left. So it's a fully different approach shot.
Is it still? Do you still have to go through the double Mando?
Yes, you still have to go through the double Mando. So it's just kind of changed it, but now that makes it a right to left shot,
right,
instead of a left to right, and opens up other options. I'm sure we're going to see some like forehand rollers, things like this. So keep an eye. I mean, I think it definitely changes the whole. How much harder or easier it will be is going to be interesting to see. I think the nature of that double Mando is going to make that left-hand pin a lot more challenging, is my guess, because you have to be in a really particular spot, whereas you often have some leeway with the forehand to kind of attack the traditional pin location.
Yeah. I remember, I mean, pre-COVID, that one in the Grove was always so difficult, because you had some players who were very comfortable with the forehand, but you still had a lot of players who were playing with the backhand and or just weren't as good with the forehand. And I feel like the game has evolved in the past 10 years to the point that everybody's got and feels comfortable with that chip forehand. And so it's just made that, like, I remember I used to think 3 was like one of the most daunting holes, and it just doesn't feel that way anymore.
They've also added some new, like another island of OB along the right-hand side. So they have that like circle of OB.
Yeah.
Now beyond that, there's like another strip of OB that kind of makes it more challenging to find that landing area. You can't just kind of like throw it over there and not really care where you land, as long as you don't find that left side OB. Now you have to kind of be a little bit more particular about where you land your disc, and then you got to get through the double Mando. The B pin is pretty tight back left, so you don't have like an easy backhand approach. If you throw a big backhand through the double Mando, you're probably going to be looking at circle 2 putt, because it's like back around the corner almost, by the trees and up the hill. So we'll see how it plays. The other double Mando holes, 9 is now a double Mando. Double pin. 9 now has an A and a B pin. They basically took that center pin location and they split it in half. They split it in half. So the A pin is very tight to the left side OB, and the B pin is kind of not terribly far from where the original one was. Okay. I think the A pin will play a lot harder because it's just closer to the OB. We're going to see more people ending up out of bounds. If you throw to where the old pin was, you're probably going to have a putt to both pins.
Okay. I mean, so, that hole is definitely one of the lesser inspiring holes on this course.
The good news is they moved the tee pad for both MPO and FPO.
Okay.
So there's no more fake trees. They put the MPO tee pad, they moved it back, and they put it behind one singular big tree in front of the tee pad. So you have to pick a lane. It's a little further now. It's almost 400 feet. So I think it's... I was watching Ezra and Goose's practice round. They were coming up short quite a bit. So players are going to have to push a shot a little bit further.
That's great.
Even better news, they moved the FPO tee pad and made it a par 3. Oh, this was the literal softest par 4 on tour.
Oh, yeah.
And so now it's going to play as a par 3.
That's a great change.
I agree.
That is a great change. Yeah, I would have been fine with it going either direction, like making it a more difficult par 4 or making it a par 3, but that's a great change.
Then the, let's see, hole 13, which is the one where the FPO tee off from the top of the hill, and there's the big long sidewalk that plays inbounds for some reason.
Yep.
and then you kind of like filter out, and then the basket is in the grove of trees.
Yep.
Which used to be the big 888 hole where you would play across the parking lot.
Right.
So
and MPO have to throw. MPO throws
they throw
over
from
that
the
mound.
weird, like the bizarre pad that's like
Yeah.
in the woods that no one can see. They put a new B pin just to the right of the Mando, where everything kind of filters down to that choke point.
Okay.
Where they've had a Mando for a long time, because you used to have to go out around that to play the 888 hole.
Yep.
Now there's a right near the Mando, just to the right, like tucked around the corner, is the B pin.
Oh, so you basically
they still have the A pin in the woods.
You need to just play it just through the choke.
Yeah,
and then you'll have a putt right past that. Okay.
Yeah, which theoretically should play a lot easier.
Yeah. Still par 4.
Yes, yeah,
that should be a pretty soft.
I don't know if anybody
MPO.
can reach. It would be stunning to see somebody reach it.
Agreed.
A putt in 2. I guess it's maybe possible.
I don't think so from the hill or
There's
from
so
behind
much
the
OB.
hill.
Yeah,
and you have to kind of throw nose up to get over that mound. So I doubt you.
Maybe you could see an FPO player have a look at it.
That's
maybe.
A possibility. Like an L or an Evelina just pumping
somebody
one from
who
the top of
really
that hill.
rips it. I'd be curious to see if anybody even tries.
Sure.
It's just like you don't want to end up on that left side, and if you flip something over, it's gone. So
I feel like that pin position is going to be soft.
I mean, it should be a pretty easy birdie.
Yeah,
I would think.
I would think so too.
So I think this pin location may have existed before, like maybe 2 years ago, but then it was not in play last year, and now they're bringing it back. So, okay, other big notes. They've really tightened the right-hand side OB along hole 5. This is the lake hole.
Yeah.
Where you're throwing the long par 5, and then you go across the water to the pin, which is super tight to the water still, which I love.
Me too. It used to be on the sidewalk, right?
So yes, the road, or I guess there's a sidewalk along the road. I can't remember now.
There's something paved at the top of that.
Yes, there's a road at the top of the hill, and that was OB.
Yep.
And I don't exactly know where they put the string down, but they've now moved the line well inside the fairway. So all those little trees along that road, those are all inside of OB now.
Okay.
So you can't just kind of like lazily dump a forehand to land anywhere you want over there. Like they've kind of squeezed that fairway in a little bit to make it so that you actually have to land out in the middle. I don't know how much this is going to impact people, but you do see people kind of ending up over there. My guess is they want to accommodate more spectators over there.
Okay.
And by moving the line, it makes it a lot easier for the spectators to kind of fill in along there. And
the gradient makes it easier for people to spectate as well.
Yes.
Now, that said, I hate the change.
You hate the change?
I hate the change.
Tell me why.
Because I'm worried that players aren't going to go for the eagle.
Yeah, but like, does this really affect the eagle chance?
Well, it's not about the eagle chance.
If you're all the way up there anyway, you got to be throwing backhand to be going for the eagle.
But a lot of players lay down rollers on that hole.
Do they?
Yeah, that's how Double G hit his albatross.
I guess that's true. I mean, you say a lot when it's like
maybe
a couple guys ever have eagled this hole.
You're right.
I really doubt it's going to impact the risk reward factor too much.
We'll see. There are a couple guys who go for the eagle, and I've always appreciated that.
I mean, I'm with you. I like that it's an eagleable hole, but with the pin location change, I really don't think that many people were going for it anyway.
I think you might be right. I think I might be thinking of the older pin location.
It used to be in a way more attackable spot. I'm looking to see if there were any eagles last year, and there were 0. So.
Okay, all right. I am just like still reminiscing about Garrett Gurthie's.
I understand.
Eagle,
an iconic shot.
Yes.
Pair of shots, I guess I should say. Okay, let's see. Other notes. As you can tell, the changes are pretty minimal.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
There's nothing is like all the holes have mostly stayed the same. They made the drop zone a lot more difficult on 15. It's like further back and requires like a trickier shot to get it to the pin.
That hole just keeps getting more and more teeth.
Yeah, that's true. And then maybe a change that fans maybe won't notice, but players definitely will. They got rid of those little concrete tee pads that played off the sidewalk on holes 12 and 14.
Okay.
And they put in full big turf tee pads.
Oh, nice. So, are all the rest of the tee pads turf?
I assume so.
I don't really
I guess I haven't walked the course. I'm not in Charlotte yet.
I think consistency of material in tee pads is a nice touch. Like I think that is a valuable.
And like it was a little cramped before.
Yeah,
it was a little bit of weird. Now they like have full opportunity to throw their shots.
Good change.
Let's see. I think that's the big stuff.
All right.
I think that's the big stuff. I'm just checking my notes, but most of the holes are the same. They've added a Mando here and there. There's a new Mando on hole 2 that kind of forces more of a backhand off the tee for MPO.
Okay.
And it was interesting listening to Goose and Ezra talk about it because they said that the changes to this course over the last 5-ish years have made it more and more of a backhand player's course.
Interesting.
And less of the kind of way we've talked about this course historically, which is that it was like, what did we call it? The forehand Olympics or something like that. It used to be a really strong, right to left course. And that's just less true now, the way that they've kind of altered the holes and changed some of the shots.
Okay.
So interesting note.
Interesting. Yeah.
As I remember when James Conrad won this back pre-COVID 2019, it was like, oh my God, like
right.
A backhand only thrower winning USDGC is crazy. But I don't think anybody's really saying that now.
No, I don't think so. I also I think a lot of the players who have won it since are also just like two-way players.
Of course.
Right. So
obviously it's still a huge advantage to be able to throw both spins.
Right.
On this course in particular.
Yeah.
Here's a great fact for you.
Okay.
All of the former USDGC champions except Ken Climo are in the field this week.
Whoa, let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
So Schusterik's playing, Schultz is playing, Feldberg's playing, obviously all the modern guys. Brinster's playing.
Because if you win USDGC, you get auto invites for life, right?
Auto invites for life.
Yeah. So they don't have to worry about qualifying. Yeah.
Sexton's not really touring anymore, but he's playing.
Germ's playing.
And then the modern guys like James Conrad and Chris Dickerson and Kyle Klein, Paul, of course, Gannon, of course. Gannon has the record. He said it twice for the highest event rating to win USDGC. So he'll be the favorite.
He's the favorite.
Let's be honest. He'll be the favorite this week.
Yep. That's for sure.
So yeah, and then of course we have Throw Pink. It's not a major for FPO, but wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Really, this is as prestigious as it gets for not actually technically being a major.
All right, Charlie. You want to know my number one reason I want this changed to a major?
Tell me.
I want these tournaments on the same PDGA Live page. The fact that I have to swap back and forth between them makes me so angry. It is so inconvenient. It is so obnoxious. I think it's the number one reason why it should be a major.
Well, and what's, because of the way that they structure the page, USDGC gets this giant thing at the top of the page, and then you have to just see the little Throw Pink text below in the A tier zone.
Yep.
I mean, credit to them. They put it at the top of the A tier list, but like,
come on.
It continues to be awkward and will be this way until they decide to make this change eventually, which they will eventually. I don't know why it's taking so long, but they'll do it eventually.
Come on, let's not pretend here, folks. Like, we know it's coming.
It seems obvious to me.
I know.
You just make this US championships for both FPO and MPO, and then you take the existing US women's, you call it something else, and you keep running it the way that it's been run forever.
If
Keep it
they're
amazing.
willing, if they're willing, let them call that the Throw Pink Championships.
Sure.
Flip the names. Let Throw Pink have the branding. Make it and like
It makes more sense.
boy, doesn't that the celebration of women's disc golf is called the Throw Pink event? Yes, like.
Okay, let's leave it there. I know
we're done.
it's a dead horse, really, at this point. But it would just be better if this was the U.S. Championships.
Yes,
and you have to qualify to play it and all that good stuff.
Yep.
And you keep all the amateur events for the U.S. You have a separate U.S. women's at the Throw Pink. Those are the U.S. Championships for the AMs.
Yep.
That's fine. You could do that.
Yes.
Okay. I said let's stop, and then I kept going.
We're done.
Monday qualifiers.
Yo, I was watching these. Like, keep an eye on scores and stuff. Kona cooked.
5 down.
Kona cooked.
10-16 rated. Is Kona a dark horse to win this tournament?
I mean, listen. If she, I want to. Let me look really quick. Let me look. I want to look and see what the winning score was last year. Unless you have it in your research, Charlie, for broadcast. But I'm pulling it up right now. Okay, Kristen won last year with 22 under.
So that's averaging 5.5 per round?
5.5.
Yeah.
Right. Owen was second at 16. Kona would have been good for second place if she plays it that way for 4 rounds.
Well, yeah.
Which, like, of course, that's the the question, right? But she cooked. She
did. And yet, she's not the biggest story in FPO qualifying. 2 players qualified. Ava Lutsenko from South Carolina, who is 12 years old, is your second qualifier. Now, this makes her the youngest ever Throw Pink qualifier. The tournament is not that old, to be fair, but still.
Yeah.
Remember, you may have heard her name before here on the Upshot because she set the highest rating ever at a major for a 12-year-old earlier this year. If you go on her Instagram, first of all, she has 15,000 Instagram followers, which is insane on its own. And I feel like her social media presence is better than 90% of FPO. She's like an influencer. Yeah. She's got the microphone. She's got the lights. She's got like hype videos of herself playing disc golf. Her pinned post right now is POV chasing FPO GOAT status with like an edit. Like what? I hope that I get a chance to meet Ava this weekend because it's like she is we have been talking a lot about the European up and comers.
Yeah.
She is the American up and comer who is still not even a teenager. And she will be the lowest rated player in the field, but don't get it twisted. Like she could cash. Like I don't think it's outrageous to think she could cash.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't think it is either.
Amazing. Here she posted, this is her shot on 17 in the qualifier. She throws a huge backhand Annie and she parks the basket in the left position, like right at the edge, just past the hay bales, just before the water.
That's
and she tapped in
shot.
for a very important birdie that ultimately, you could make the case that it was a deciding factor for her making it in to Throw Pink.
Yeah. Wow. Good for her. That's sick.
Crazy.
Gonna be a fun one to watch. That's for sure.
So she's dominating this age group right now at Junior Worlds and at US Women's. So keep an eye on her this weekend. Over at MPO, Lucas Carmichael, Derek Saar, Linus Carlson, Bo McLaughlin, and Kyle Kriekhaus qualifying in what's just a vicious, difficult field to get through and like get into the tournament. I mean, Parker Welk didn't get in. Albert Tom didn't get in. Calvin Longquist, Garrett Gerthy, Zach Melton, like established pros did not make it through Monday qualifying.
Yeah, you do not want to leave your qualifier up to Monday qualifier anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, that's. I remember seeing some of the names, and I was just like shocked at some of the names that have to try and qualify. It's for the first time, and I think this is only true really of MPO right now. But for the first time, it's really starting to feel like USDGC qualifying is like means something. Like it's like competitive. Because before, like you toured, you got in, right? That's really how it felt. It's like if you were an established touring pro, you were going to get a USDGC qualifying spot. Now it's not to discredit, like it was probably a big deal for people who didn't tour as much or were a little bit on the lower end, and so that was a big accomplishment. But 3 years ago, and it's not even. I don't even think it's a case of like I don't think Garrett Gurthie is a significantly worse player today than he was 2 years ago. I think it is more the case, and I mean, we could go check rating to see if that's true. I think it is more the case that the field is deeper and better than it's ever been, and so it's just harder to qualify for this event. And yeah, I go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's also about like where you are, because like if you just play the tour events, yes, it's very competitive. But they also have like random A tiers that get you in. So if you're willing to go play the Sooner Disc Golf presents 47th annual Norman Pro-Am, then you can get in on that.
Right.
And so like, Innova kind of puts their thumb on the scale of some of their A tiers. And I think that's totally fine. Like they have European events, they have Canadian events, ways to get in different parts of the country, because they want to have people get in that are not just the top touring players.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it's definitely an honor to play in this tournament.
Yeah, but it is. It adds to the prestige of it. That's for sure.
All right. So, let's see. Should we
hit some recent winners? Maybe
we can hit the recent winners. You want to take us through?
Yeah, let's chat.
5 years?
Well, see, Charlie, that's a little bit of a problem because Throw Pink this is their 5th year, and so we've only got 4 winners on Throw Pink.
But we do have the U.S. Women's Championship from the COVID year.
You're right. I forgot about that. Okay, so the U.S. Women's COVID year, they held it at Winthrop, which was kind of like the predecessor to the Throw Pink Women's Disc Golf Championship. Back in 2020, Paige Pierce won that. It was she won with an event rating of 1,003 and a little bit of a smaller field, but that was just kind of the case.
She played awesome.
Yeah, it was a really good win. So that I guess would be our first year of this event, and then we had Missy Gannon in 2021 and Katrina Allen 2022.
The start of Big Money Missy.
Yep, correct. Year that she won Player of the Year.
Yeah, Katrina beating Kristen was a big surprise.
Mm-hmm. 2023, Holland Hanley beat Kristen Lett in the playoff after the controversy on 18 got Holland into the playoff.
Mm-hmm. That was an amazing year for this tournament.
Yes.
The FPO field played some of the best disc golf that I think stands up for like the last 5 years. Like incredible performances up and down the leaderboard.
Yes. And then most recently, Kristen Lett smoked the field last year with a 10-10 event rating and won by a hefty margin. So,
and this year feels wide open, Josh.
It does. It really does. I mean, what? How many players do you put in the contenders column? 6?
Like genuine could win, wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yep.
So I would say all the big names. So Missy, Holland, Silva, Own.
Yep.
Paige Pierce, definitely on that list right now.
Absolutely.
I think Evelina has to be on that list despite some of the putting issues.
I agree.
Just course effect. She's such a dominant thrower here. Like after that, I'm less sure. Henna,
I would still be surprised about Henna.
I would be surprised as well. Haley King, same boat for me. Like I'd be surprised, but it could happen. it's a wide range.
It is a wide range. I mean, Haley didn't play great here last year, and so maybe that's a better reflection of how she's played. But she, in previous years, is 9th, 5th, and 3rd. And so, I don't know. I think you're probably right. I think Haley for me is first out of the contenders club.
I feel like she has to be considered a contender.
Oh, you put her in the group.
Yeah, playing close to home. She's played really well when she's played this season. I think, let me put it this way. I have watched Haley come from out of nowhere and win majors and play amazing. Yep. And I don't see why that couldn't happen this weekend.
I think I don't disagree.
So, yeah, it should be fun. We've got a fun game coming up where we're going to do some player comparisons.
Yeah.
Let's talk USDGC recent winners.
Okay. USDGC recent winners. Going back 5 years, we have COVID year Chris Dickerson, 2020. Paul Macbeth won in 2021. That was in the playoff against Kyle Klein.
Epic.
And that was that the same year that Kyle Klein wore Eagles jersey at Great Lakes?
I don't know.
And then lost in on hole 18, just barely to Eagle. I think because I feel like that was all in a series of Kyle Klein losing some close ones is what that felt
he was
like.
Playing really well that year. But yes, a lot of heartbreak.
Gannon Burr won in 2022. That was Gannon's first win, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
Because he won the major before he won an Elite Series. And then after he won this event, Gannon Burr was unleashed upon the world.
That's right.
And 2023, Kyle Klein gets his redemption. And then 2024, Gannon Burr comes back and wins for his second time.
And so that's where we stand. All of those players, except perhaps Chris Dickerson, feel like reasonable champions again here in 2025.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't talked that much about Kyle Klein, but he's been quietly very good. So is Chris Dickerson to an extent. Josh, let me give you a fact about Chris Dickerson.
Give me a fact.
Okay. Because you're probably thinking, Chris, whatever. I mean,
I felt when you said everyone except Chris Dickerson on that list could win, I agreed with you. That was my sentiment.
I still think it's probably true, but just look starting with Worlds, 14th,
okay,
7th at Ledgestone, 5th at Idlewild, 10th at D-Glow, then admittedly 31st GMC, 16th MVP, but he's cashing everywhere.
Yeah,
he's finishing top 10 a bunch. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it wouldn't be like a shock.
It would be pretty. It'd be pretty shocking. Because you're right. I mean, he's playing well, but this isn't like the 5th place. Rounds 1 and 2. Chris was playing amazing. He was on lead card, and then he just came out a little slow in the final round. It's not. I mean, it's just not. They're good finishes.
He's not at the peak of his powers.
But he is not at the peak of his powers.
I agree with that.
So,
all right. Well, let's get into some player comps. And what we're going to do is we're going to do win, cash, cut. So we're going to give each other groups of 3.
Yep.
And we have to decide which of these players is most likely to win, cash, and not make the cut.
And I think we've done this before.
We've done stuff like this in the past for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've ever done this exact iteration of it, but you get the idea.
Yeah. Pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward. So
it doesn't take a law degree to figure this one out.
I will throw this at you right off the top.
Okay. All right.
Gannon Burr, Paul Macbeth, Kyle Klein.
3 most recent winners. It feels so disrespectful to say any of these guys are going to miss the cut. Okay. Gannon Burr's got to go in the win column. He is still playing phenomenally. despite not winning the other two playoff events, he it's not like he played poorly. He was in the mix. So Gannon Buhr is still playing great. He's won twice. Gannon Buhr has to be your top player. You know, if you had given to this to me at the beginning of the season, I think, you know, it's at that point, it's got to be Kyle Klein. But Paul McBeth has gotten hot at the right time. And you have to give him the credit because you always want to pick the team, you pick the player who's getting hot at the right time. It's how the Chiefs have as many Super Bowls as they have. And so Paul McBeth's got to be the guy. So I give Paul McBeth making cash. I think he's going to do pretty well here. Unfortunately, that leaves Kyle Klein in the cut. Not because I actually think he's going to miss the cut, but of the three, I think he would be the most likely.
I don't really think I can argue with that. He's back, baby.
He's back. All right. Going to give you contenders, but not winners. Ricky Wysocki, Calvin Heimberg, Anthony Barella. All of these guys have come remarkably close to winning, but none of them have won. This is like infamously like Ricky's like Moby Dick. Like this is like the white whale.
A couple of years ago, he was on fire. And then he came out in round 3 and played so bad.
Some of the worst golf we've ever seen from Ricky.
What's happening right now?
Yeah.
Ricky, by the way, is in danger of losing his annual win streak.
Does the Tour Championship count towards that win streak?
Yeah, I think it does.
You think it does? Okay.
So he's got 2 more shots at it.
Got 2 shots.
He can win USDGC, a tournament that he's never won, famously, and get his first major in a long, long time. Or he can win the Tour Championship. Otherwise, he loses his 13-year win streak, which is the longest active streak. Second is Calvin with 7.
Rick's got almost double.
God, this is really, really tough. I think
yours is harder than mine is.
I think I go Calvin win. I think these guys all actually have a pretty level, even chance of winning this tournament.
I think so too.
You know, like in the 5 to 10% range, something like that. Which mostly just speaks to how many options are. Not that they're like particularly worse than other players. I mean, Gannon's at most like a 30, 40% favorite here.
Yeah, I think 40's high. I think you're 20 to 30 range.
Yeah,
I agree.
So I'm going to go Calvin win just because he's got the major monkey off the back. He's played really well here in the past. I'm going to go AB cash. And I'm going to go Ricky cut.
Whoa.
I know. I just think, like, it feels to me that Barella and Calvin have been closer to winning this tournament than Ricky ever has. Barella was right there last year. I mean, and then obviously he fell apart. Calvin's a bad break on 17 in the rain away from maybe going to a playoff. You know?
Yeah, that was one of the wildest rounds I've ever seen.
It was crazy.
It's funny because in my mind, AB is like winner cut. Like that's like
winner
my
Calvin is top 5 here the last 3 years, 3rd, 5th, 2nd.
I think you're right.
Barella was 2nd here last year, but that's the only time he's ever done well, like super well.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure Rick's been in the top 10 a bunch of times here. He's 4th last year. He's a couple of 3rd places. He was 2nd back in 2017, kind of at the peak of his powers. 3rd in 2016, 2nd in 2015. So he's definitely come close, but his really close finishes are many years ago now. So I don't know. It's Sophie's choice right now. There's no way I can pick one of these guys to miss. None of these guys are going to miss the cut. I'll say that.
You're probably right. And that's, yeah. All right, great. What do we got next, Charlie?
Let's go to. I don't want to give you that one. I'm going to give you the contenders tier of FPO. Evelina Salonen, Haley King, Paige Pierce.
Man, Charlie, that I feel like this is retribution for the last one. Okay, here we go though. I think that Evelina is most likely to win. I'm giving Haley Cash, Paige cut.
Wow.
Paige can run into trouble on OB heavy courses.
She famously had one of the worst rounds of all time of her career here.
Yeah. Paige could win. Paige could win this event. But Paige lets the disc fly a little bit, and this course can punish that greatly. And so I think if anybody but I really think you could flip Paige and Evelina if Evelina's putter is just ice cold. So but I'm going Evelina, Haley, Paige. That's just my order.
Wow. I feel like I gotta give Paige some credit for like having literally just won.
I know.
I would have her to win, I think.
MVP and Rock Hill are night and day courses though. Can't pick two more dissimilar courses.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give you the FPO dark horse batch. I think all of these players could win, but I would be surprised if any of them did. Valerie Mondahano, Kat Murch, Hannah Blomroos.
I'm going to go in reverse order this time. Cut, Valerie Mondahano.
Okay.
Cash, Kat Murch.
Yep.
Win, Hannah Blomroos.
Charlie's back. Charlie's back, guys.
I just can't quit her. Every time we get to USDGC and we go to Winthrop, I'm like, Hannah's going to do it this year. Hannah's going to effing do it this year. Watching her play the score, she throws amazing shots out here.
I know.
One time, make some putts. One time. It just takes one time.
One time. Charlie's back.
All right. How about this? Former USDGC winners. Chris Dickerson, James Conrad, Nate Sexton.
Okay, so former, but not necessarily recent.
Not super recent. Like in the last
at least
decade,
5 years.
But I'm not going to give you the old fogies.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
like respect to those guys. I'm glad they're here, but I don't really think any of those actually have a chance to win. Perhaps you can argue that one of these guys does. I will let you make the case.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Chris Dickerson's got to be the win. Though I don't buy it. Like he's the most consistent player that is currently playing. I think Nate Sexton's going to make cash. I really do. I don't actually. I'm confident that I would put money on Nate Sexton making the cash, and then James Conrad cut. Nate Sexton is just like he even when he doesn't tour a lot, he's still just a phenomenal player. So yeah, Dickerson win, Nate cash, James cut. James has fallen off in a bad way, and
I feel so bad for him. He just can't putt. He's just completely lost the putt. Nate Sexton has only missed the cash one time at USDGC 2023, and came right back in cash last year.
Is that? Well, that wasn't the tournament that broke his cash streak, was it?
I don't believe it was.
I thought
can't remember what it was now.
I don't remember either, but it was around that time that he lost his cash streak.
I suppose we could figure it out if we wanted to, but maybe it was like, no, because I feel like he had that streak of these tournaments where he was like right on the brink and then he would like birdie 3 in a row to save it.
And saved it. Yeah.
Shout out to Nate Doss, who will be in the field, by the way. And he showed up here last year after having not really played much of anything. He played Beaver State Fling, remember?
Yep.
He didn't cash. He finished 71st. He knocking off the rust. This was last June. Then he played a little flex start. He won it in Oregon. And then he finished 37th and cashed at USDGC last year. He'll be back to try to cash again this year.
Yeah.
With Terry Miller on the bag.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
I'm serious.
That's so cool.
I love that.
That's so cool. That is so hype. Oh my gosh. We need Doss and Terry Miller on the bag and like Ian on a second, like, you know how Ricky does like the cart and bag combo? Like you need Ian pulling a cart with water or something for him. Oh, that's great. Okay. I want to give you, these are also guys who've been close before, but not quite in the same extent of like Ricky, Calvin, AB. I'm going to give you Cole Redolin, Nicholas Ontala, and Isaac Robinson.
Well, let's not be a hater on Nicholas Ontala. He
should not be a hater on Nicholas Ontala.
I have to give him the win chances number one because I
think that's the right call.
Yeah. He plays really well here.
He loves this course.
I think he's actually a sneaky good pick this week because he's been a little quiet, but I feel like he could just come out here and play great. I mean, he just always seems really comfortable in Winthrop.
Do you put him in your top three if you had like odds wise, like true odds of odds to win? Is Nicholas
Gannon 1?
Yes.
Picking 2 is really hard. Actually, I think the Vegas odds would have Macbeth at 2.
I think so too.
And then Calvin at 3, and then maybe Nicholas at 4.
Okay, all right.
But it's like all really close between that next group.
Yeah.
AB, Calvin, Nicholas, Macbeth, Klein, like they're all going to be in that same general range.
I love that I am on the side of the bet. That means that you just did not include Ricky in that list.
Well, I mean, look, Ricky absolutely has the talent to do it. Does he have the mindset? Does he have the current form? Those are going to be the questions because he's dealing with this ankle thing. Like, it's kind of amazing he's been able to play as well as
I can't believe he played on that ankle. I can't
believe it either.
Yeah, I could not believe that.
So we'll see. It's hard to give him put him in that same level right now.
Okay.
So Nicholas win.
Yeah.
I think I go Isaac, Cash, Cole, Cut. Cole just hasn't played very well here historically, and Isaac has.
Yeah.
So I think that's enough for me. Like, obviously Cole's in better form right now, so that is interesting. Round 1's going to be really telling. If Cole can be within 3 or 4 shots of the lead after round 1, then I'll feel really good about his chances.
Yeah. Great point.
Okay, next up for you, let me give you the former major winners who've never won USDGC.
Okay.
Corey Ellis, Andrew Presnell, Greg Barsby.
Okay, and so these are the major winners that already haven't been included in some other group elsewhere.
Correct.
Okay, all right.
So most of the other ones we've talked about have won this tournament. Besides Calvin
and
Rick
are the two. Yeah. And Isaac. And Isaac. Yeah, so those would be the other 3 that okay. All right. So major
Corey
winners.
Ellis, Andrew Presnell, Greg Barsby.
Oh my gosh. I think I'm going to go actually in the order that you gave them to me. I'm going to go Corey Ellis, Andrew Presnell, Cash, Greg Barsby, Cut. And I'm actually going based solely on the similarity of the courses. Well, so I think Greg Barsby's the furthest removed from his major, and so that's why he goes and Cut. But my decision between Corey and Andrew, I think that Corey's major was closer in style. The Beast is more akin to USDGC than Northwood Black. So
you don't say.
It just like that makes me feel more confident in Corey's chances than Andrew's. That's my pure valuation metric. Okay.
I buy it.
Let's do the favorites column in FPO, Charlie. I'm gonna give you Missy, I'm gonna give you Holland, I'm gonna give you Silva.
Oh.
And now I will say we are not disrespecting the dog here. We just don't have room for all 4 of them. So
by definition, you've disrespected the dog.
All right. Don't.
If Owen wins this tournament, okay,
Charlie, I could
really quick.
Okay, go ahead.
If Owen wins this tournament, do you give her Player of the Year?
I think any FPO player that wins, I think if any of the top 4 win FPO, they get Player of the Year.
It's going to be very interesting. Okay. Because
Also,
technically it's not a major for FPO, but like if you win Worlds and throw pink,
yes,
that's a lot.
And has some Elite Series. Yes. Here's Charlie. This is why I left Owen off. It would be a boring if I kept Owen. You'd have to pick her to win, and that's boring. So I'm just
all right.
For the interest.
The fact is, Missy has to be considered the favorite at all tournaments right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to give her the win category.
Okay.
Honestly, Silva Cash, Holland Cut.
Okay.
I mean, Holland arguably has the skill set match.
Yes.
To be the favorite. Yep. But obviously has been extremely volatile with her play over the last 2 months. And I think it's actually pretty interesting. She's probably not going to win Player of the Year unless she wins this tournament or the Tour Championship.
Tour Championship isn't enough for me. Interesting. Because
depends on who wins here, I think.
If one of the big 4 win here,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I really like Holland's chances. I do think that she can play extremely well here. She's been playing better, but yeah, kind of melted down the stretch.
Holland has to win this tournament if she wants Player of the Year.
I just think I know for sure that Missy and Silva are going to play well.
Mm-hmm. I'm
not sure if Holland's going to play well, and that variance is why I have to put her at the cut.
Yeah. Yep. It's an easy way to do it.
All right, Josh. How about Ezra Robinson, Lowry Letton, and Adam Hammis?
That's a fun group. I am going to go Adam, Win, Lowry, Cash, Ezra, Cut. But I think there's a chance that Lowry could win this tournament.
That would be very exciting.
That would be so exciting. Well, we still are waiting for a European MPO major winner in recent times.
Yep.
Yeah, Nicholas has come close lots of times, but we are still waiting. All right. Charlie, here you go. The young guns of FPO. Eva Lutsenko, 12. Ida Letomaki, 15. Julia Force, 13.
Oh my gosh.
None of them could legally drive in the United States.
And we don't even put Ida Emily Ness on here, who's 17.
She's old by this group.
My goodness. I feel like we've seen the most almost level of play from Letomaki, right?
Oh, yeah.
Think back to Europe. She was right there.
Yes.
So, if she doesn't blow that upshot on 18 at the European Open, at the Worlds, she might have gone to a playoff. Like, who knows? So that alone, to me, I have to give her the win category. I mean, I think being 15 is actually also kind of a big factor. Like, she's like significantly older than the other two, which is hilarious to say.
Yeah.
Cash, give me Lutsenko, playing close to home. Lots of like local support. Just got a chance to play the course and play well. And then I'll put 4s in the cut department, but not to disrespect. Just someone has to go there in this case.
Yeah. And remember, so Ida did go to the playoff. So the Upshot,
of course,
took her to the playoff, and then the putt decision is what lost her the playoff.
Of course.
Yeah. It was. Anyway, it was crazy.
I mean, the decision, it's more that out of bounds. It was the problem, right? Like the decision was we were talking about the decision should she have run it, and I think that.
But that
was
all happened.
A pretty 50-50 choice. It
was. That all happened in the playoff.
Yes,
right?
Of course.
Yes. Okay. That was a lot of fun.
That was fun. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we got a little bit more for you, and we're going to make our picks as well. Stay with us. It's the Upshot. The Upshot is presented by Pound Disc Golf, makers of the best bags in the sport. Remember, you can make the custom pack of your dreams at pounddiscgolf.com. Go check out their custom pack builder. You can customize every single element of the bag. And hey, you might get picked as a valedictorian, the best of the best. And this custom steel and coyote Octothorpe came out looking really nice. It won the valedictorian award in late September. So check out your options, make the bag of your dreams at pounddiscgolf.com. Welcome back to the Upshot. All right, it is that time. It's time to make some picks. Our final picks of the regular season, if you will. Of course, we've got the Tour Championship coming up, but this is it, and our final major of the year as well. I believe round one will be free live on YouTube, so
Okay.
that is worth noting. Otherwise, I think you need a DGN Pro subscription to watch this weekend, and all of the post-produced is behind the paywall as well until weeks later. I'm not sure exactly what the plan is for when they're going to release stuff, but you just kind of have to bite the bullet, I think, and pay for DGN Pro for the week.
Mm-hmm.
It's certainly what I would do if it were me. I don't think skipping the tournament is worth it.
No, I don't think so either. And it's like if you already run DGN Basic, DGN Basic's like $10 and DGN Pro is like $20, if that.
Something like that.
Just
unless if you have the PDGA discount.
Yeah, just go pay a couple bucks for the month and it's fine. It's not even like, I mean, wasn't there a year they did like pay-per-view and it was like $20 or something? Yeah,
that's before they switched over to DGN. It used to be like $25.
And the quality was like way worse. Like it's not that expensive. You get the live. Just go get it. It's worth it. I promise.
I can guarantee you that Sunday is going to be exciting.
Yes. We're gonna have a watch party at my parents' house because my mom wants to watch.
She's locked in.
She's locked in. So yeah, we're having a watch party with everybody to watch USDGC finals.
All right. Well, Josh, I'll let you go first. Who you taking?
Okay. Over on FPO, I really wanted just to pick my podium. And this is almost a podium, like who I truly think is going to finish on the podium. This is almost a podium with one exception. I've got Haley King as my third pick. I'm not convinced Haley will podium, but at 10x, because remember, she's a 5xer who's worth double points for a major. It just feels unconscionable not to pick Haley for this week to get at least top 10. So, and then if she gets a podium, boy, that's a lot of points. So, I'm taking Haley King as my third pick, but my next two are my actual reflections, like calling my shot, second and first place. Second place, I've got Missy Gannon. Most consistent, been playing great, but my winner, give me the dog Owen Scoggins.
Come on.
She took second here last year. She's coming off of a world championship win and her best season of her career. Tell me why not. There isn't a reason.
She can.
She's second last year.
She definitely can. I hear you.
And she's better this year.
I don't think I agree with that.
That's crazy take.
No, it's not.
I know she won
Worlds. Josh. She is not playing better than she has in the past overall. I think if you look at the ratings, it will show that I'm right.
Okay, let's look. So she's currently rated 983. Yep.
That's down from 990 in March, and she was in the high 980s last year.
I mean, it's not 990 in March
difference.
Is this season, so I think I get the 990.
No, but that's mostly capturing the previous year.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, fine.
We were not even talking about Owen before she won Worlds.
But she's been good since Worlds.
I understand. She
won Worlds, and then she won again, and then she was in the playoff at Ledgestone. Like, she's been really good since Worlds.
She has. She's been extremely good. She's been extremely good.
You're right.
It won't be a shock if she wins. I just feel like I put Missy and Holland and Silva all in front of her in terms of odds.
I saw somebody at Worlds, or no, it was at the European Disc Golf Festival, who had an Own shirt. Had Own's face printed on a t-shirt.
Love that.
I will be getting one and wearing it to this podcast when she wins. Just let me be perfectly clear here. So just want everyone probably I don't know what it's going to be.
I'll buy it for you.
Okay.
If she wins.
All right, deal.
All right. I'm going for my win pick. I'm taking Big Money Missy.
Okay.
I just think she's got a newfound sense of confidence and has been locked in.
Yeah, she's won here.
I mean, she's one shaky round away from having won 3 straight.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's been fantastic. She's been she's number 1 player in the world right now.
She is.
Number 2, I have to take Haley King. I've been dumb not to take her the last couple tournaments. I'm not going to make this mistake again with 10x on the line. Even if, it's like borderline whether she makes it in that top 10 or not. Like, you can't let an obvious skill player who is likely to finish in the top 10 go unpicked.
Yeah.
In this spot. I will also take Hannah Blomroos.
Is this like a real podium
my money
pick?
where my mouth is. I don't know if I think she's actually going to finish top 3. She's a 2xer, so I get 4x on the points this week.
All right.
I just know she's going to throw it amazing here and have a lot of tap-in birdies. So
okay.
Let's go.
All right. That does mean she's worth -2 points, Charlie. Just a warning.
No, I think we decided no double negatives, right?
I thought no. We said that there aren't multipliers for well, yeah. No. It's not multipliers for like Haley's not a -5.
Yeah. Okay. But I'll get -2. You double.
You will get -2 because it is a major.
I'm taking my shot.
Right.
In MPO, obviously I've got to take Gannon, and I'm going to have him to win. I'm going to have him to become the 3rd player to go back-to-back here after Ken Climo and Will Schustrick, who asterisk won in 11 and 13 when they did that bizarro thing where they had like a year where they didn't have a real USDGC. I don't really know why they did that.
What a terrible decision.
Not the best. But I think I said 11 and 13. It was 10 and 12. 2011 is when they had the performance flight weird asterisk year that we all have to kind of pretend didn't happen.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to take Mr. Paul Macbeth, who I just think is going to be right there the whole time, and we're going to get an awesome Macbeth Burr battle.
Okay.
And I'm going to take Nicholas Antela, who I think could also be right there. I think there's like 5 or 6 guys who could be right there this year.
I think so too.
It's very exciting.
Is this your real podium?
Yeah. Yes,
okay.
It is.
Okay. All right, Charlie. I'm going to do it. This is not what I was planning on doing, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to give you my real podium.
He's calling an audible.
I'm calling an audible. Give me Mr. Macbeth to get the record.
Wow. To get the win.
Yeah, to get the win for the major, right? Like this is it, Charlie. There has never been a better time than him getting it right now. And I think Gannon's the favorite, but Paul is so locked in. And we kind of talked about it in reference of I guess we were kind of talking about like what like different players and their history at USDGC. As long as Paul Macbeth is playing in the field, the answer to the question of who needs this major the most will always be Paul Macbeth until he gets them.
He's at 17 major wins. Climo's at 18.
Like for the next 2 majors, Paul Macbeth will always be the answer to who needs it most, unless Gannon catches up to him before he passes Climo.
Not happening.
Not happening. That's the only exception, I think, to that rule. Given that's the case, I've got Paul Macbeth in the 1, I've got Gannon Burr in the 2, and I also have Nicholas Antela in the 3.
There we go. Matched podiums.
Yeah.
Different orders. We'll see if that's how it goes down this weekend at USDGC. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. We will be doing live rapid reacts every single night this week, starting on Thursday night. So make sure you join us for those. Join the Discord, join the fun, and it's just under $5 a month to become a subscriber. So go to discgolf.ultiworld.com/subscribe and lock in with us for the end of the season, and absolutely cannot wait to watch these tournaments unfold. The action begins, I think the opening round starts, opening coverage starts 9:30 a.m. Eastern time on Thursday, and be myself alongside Juliana Korver in the booth, and then it'll be me alongside Philo Brathwaite working together for the first time since the 2023 European Open in the MPO booth in the afternoon for USDGC. Thanks so much for tuning in. We will talk to you next week right here on The Upshot.